Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. And this, Who is Your Next Lover? Pick a card tarot reading. So, we're going to get into who they are, how they're going to come into your life, and when they're going to come into your life. And so, just take a moment to look at the three piles and the various stones that we have on top. We have the pyramid. We have the amethyst and the red jasper. Amethyst associated with healing, dream work, love. Pyramid associated with unconditional love, right? Intuitional love. And red jasper associated with fiery, combustible love. All right, guys. So pick your card and we are going to get right into it, starting with the first deck. For the first pile, we have that lovely stone right there, the Pyramid. We're going to start off with who they are. Cobra energy, Death's card for Scorpio, and we have the Page of Swords. Wow. Now, how are they going to come into your life? Curiosity, ooh, interesting, and with full energy. And when are they going to come in? We have Pisces, Neptune, and we have a Mars in Leo. All right, so let's get into the reading. Cobra energy. Wow, the Cobra is a fire animal spirit. So this is somebody who's coming into your life who at their very core is a teacher. All right, this person is going to be extremely wise. They're going to have a lot of experience in a particular, I'm going to say a particular field. Could be medicine, could be art, right? But the Cobra, if anything, is the inner teacher. So this energy is associated with someone who is interested in walking the walk, right? Being authentic, being true to oneself, and at the same time, an expert in their field. So you might be dealing with somebody who, as I said, they may be a teacher, they may be a counselor, they may be a guide of some kind, they may be an authority figure in their field, meaning that when anybody wants advice, that's the person they go to. Now we also have Death and a Page of Swords. So interesting. This person could absolutely be a Scorpio. Excuse me. But they may also be going through a reinvention of themselves right now. This individual could have left a past. They may have just suddenly come into sort of your world by travel or by, like changing their lives. It's like, oh, I just moved from this state or this country or, I'm starting all over again energy. Page of Swords is there. So this person can also have some strong air energy. Some of you might be running into someone who is a Libra, Gemini, or a Aquarius. So, and Page of Swords is also quite young and youthful. This is someone who loves to chat, right? They love to communicate. This person might be really talkative, right? But in a cute way, right? I mean, this is your next lover, right? If you resonate with this, right? So energy, lovely energy, but certainly this person will recently have gone through like a very big transformation in their life. They will have, as I said, I have a feeling of them having moved, or just totally changed their lives around. And also at the same time, they're very excited. They feel very new and fresh and vibrant about it. But at their core, they have that Cobra energy, that fire energy. This is somebody who's going to be really excited about teaching and telling people what they think, what their take is on things. They may come across a little bit like knowing a bit better, always knowing a bit better. But this is just, we're just gonna take a little look on the surface and see what this is the individual that may be coming into your life. So, how are they gonna come into your life? This is really lovely. Curiosity and the Fool. So somewhere something's going to happen, I believe, that's gonna be like out of the box for you, right? You may, out of curiosity, decide to go to a party, or you may, out of curiosity, decide to do some kind of activity that you normally don't do. There's going to be some kind of thing, event, right? I want to say, or activity that you're just curious about. And this is how this individual is going to come into your life. There's full energy there too. So there's a little bit of a risk, a little bit of taking a leap of faith. Okay. So when we get really specific, this might just be, somebody you just run into, right? You may bump into this person on the street, right? Or just walking around and doing your day to day chores. So, how you guys come into contact with each other is going to be quite, I almost say, rom com, you know what I mean? Romantic comedy style, right? It'll be like, they just bumped into me, and then suddenly there's something curious there. Or, as I said, mingling in areas that you normally don't mingle. You may suddenly decide to go back out to a particular club or a particular bar or cafe or event or meeting group or whatever that you haven't in a long time. And then just, your intuition is telling you that. Or you may be curious, right? And it's going to lead you to this really kind of out of nowhere, like fresh, new, full energy vibe, right? Where you bump into this person and they come into your life. They're going to be absolutely new to you. Okay. So this is not someone you know from the past, right? So this is really total stranger activity, right? But we're going to say it's good. So now, timing, we have Pisces and Neptune. So this is interesting. It could be a period when Neptune is in Pisces. Now I'm going to put up some times below where we're going to look at some transit. We're looking at transit time, Neptune and Pisces. Also Pisces season. So some of you, the timing might be end of this month, February to March, right? Pisces season, depending on who you are and how you think, it could be anywhere from February 20th to March 20th or February 22nd to March 22nd. So we're talking about Pisces season for a timing energy here. And we're also talking about Mars and Leo energy. So I'll be flashing up below the next transit of Mars and Leo. So this may also be a time, when you bump into this individual, right? So egotism, Mars and Leo. So timing can also be that this kind of, I want to say egotism, some kind of, exchange with somebody that may have involved egotism, being a little too prideful or indignant or whatever, may be one of those domino effects that lead you to how you run into this person. So that could be a timing as well. All right, guys. So what I want to do is I just want to pull out some extra cards for you on this reading. Spirits of darkness and light, to see what kind of energies may also be pushing or pulling on this chance encounter, right? So spirit of the mermaid is there. Spirit of the scales. Wow. Beauty, untamed, karma, justice, balance. So again, take this as it comes to you, right? There's spirit of the mermaid. Some of you just may have naturally an affection for mermaids or resonate with mermaid energy, that beautiful magical energy that bridges the emotions of the water and the groundedness of the earth. It is beauty. It is untamed, right? It is fire and freedom. And spirit of the scales, there's some karma, justice, and rebalancing coming in. So this energy of karma, I want to say, or, good karma, right? A rebalancing karma coming into you may affect, this chance encounter. It may be one of the reasons why this chance encounter is happening. Okay, one last thing I'm going to pull out for you guys is zodiac runes. Be a little bit more specific about what star sign this person may be. So for some of you, it's going to be a Taurus. All right. And for some of you, it's going to be a Leo. There's that Mars and Leo energy. Leo season also could be a timing for some of you, right? So it could not only be the transit, which I'll flash again below, but also I'll flash up Leo season, right? It's mostly August, end of July to August, and Cancer. All right. So this may also be I know one of the three signs, or this person may have strong Taurus energy, Leo, or Cancer energy in their chart. All right, guys, thank you so much. This was the first deck. Now we're going to move on to the second option. All right, for those of you who chose the second pile, we're going to get right into who are they? Ooh, Earth energy with the mouse. And then we have Seven of Pentacles, more Earth energy, and Page of Pentacles. Absolutely, some of you are going to be running into an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, so how are you going to meet them? There's an attention, resistant or surrendering. We're going to get into that oracle. And we have the Magician. Wow, beautiful. And when? See the timing, Sagittarius, air energy. Wow. And then we have Sun in Capricorn. Interesting. So we've just come out of Sun in Capricorn, but this individual may indeed have Capricorn in their chart. This could be a long term. This may be something that builds up to next season, right? In terms of your timing, it may not be right away. It might be next Capricorn season, since we're well and truly into Aquarius season now. I'm going to get to it, but it could also be somebody that you recently met. So they are your next lover, but they may not have achieved lover status. So we'll get into that. So right away, who are they, right? Mouse energy, Earth. This is somebody who is busy. They're I'm going to say this person resonates in their core with very strong, earthy sort of labor, right? So somebody who maybe a carpenter or work with wood or build things, right? Create things. They may be an artist that's very tactile. They may use their hands a lot, Earth energy, the mouse. The mouse is also just all over the place, right? So this is somebody who could have multiple projects going on. You may have come across them in that way. I look ahead to Magician energy and attention. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm excited because I already can see that there's some kind of need that you had. This may be somebody that did a job for you, right? You may call them up and say, look, I need this fixed, or I need that fixed, or I need help with this, or vice versa. So let's talk more about who they are. We have more Pentacles energy. So absolutely Earth energy. They could be a sun sign, fire, water, air, but their chart may have a lot of earth in it, okay? So Seven of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles. This is somebody who's right now probably at a stage in their life where they're really reevaluating, right? They're reevaluating where they're at. They're reevaluating their job. Some of you, this person may be somebody who's right in the middle of changing jobs. They may be new on the job. You may meet them at your employment. They may be the latest hire or the new person in the team, right? And Page of Pentacles does indicate a freshness and a youth and a beginning also. So again, it feels to me like for some of you that this is someone that you're going to be meeting through the course of either your employment, your job. If you run a business, they may have been a patron, or excuse me, you may have been a patron at their business, right? But there's someone who's very, very earthy, very tactile, they work hard, right? Again, it feels like somebody who's not a jack of all trades, but very, very capable at a lot of things, good with their hands, right? So how do you meet them, right? Attention and Magician. So this is, again, what I was looking ahead to that makes me feel like this person did work for you or helped you in some way. Again, they could be someone who, they do a lot of things, right? They may have multiple different sort of, I want to say, not jobs, but also disciplines, right? So they may be, a carpenter and a plumber, or they may be an accountant and sort of also do some other kind of job on the side. They may work in the library on the side, and during the day they work at the market or something like that. This is somebody who has multiple jobs and is very good at everything they do, right? And attention. So how do you meet them? Through attention. I love this because, again, it feels to me like you require something. You require attention to some kind of detail, some kind of task that you need completed, right? Some kind of goal that requires attention and also requires somebody exactly like this person who's really good at what they do, which again is like meeting them through like just like I said, they might be the one who comes over and fixes the radiator. They might be the one that you run into in another capacity and they help you with something. They may help you with paperwork or they may help you with a particular issue that you've been trying to get done. It feels more strongly to me that it's a very physical thing. I love it. This is like, again, meeting your next person, your next lover, in a very practical way, right? This comes across as a very practical way. So then we get ahead of ourselves. We come to the when. We have Sagittarius and we have air energy. Sagittarius season is around November 20 or 22nd, depending how you feel about the changing of the zodiac signs. But most people say the 22nd of November to December 22nd. So it could be that season as well. Again, for some of you, Sun in Capricorn, you may have already met this person in the last month, but they haven't risen yet. The connection hasn't risen yet to lover status. You may not have known when you met them that they will be your next lover. So the timing with these things can sometimes be in the past, right? So also air energy. Again, we're talking about air season. We're in Aquarius now. So for some of you, it could be now that it comes to fruition, meaning that you may have met them in the last month. And now during the air elemental season of Aquarius, it may come out more. There's some Sagittarius energy helping it along, right? So Sagittarius energy is there as well as a fire energy. Sagittarius knows what it's want. There is some, I want to say, adaptability there with Sagittarius. So there feels like there's some divine timing for this to all kind of come to the surface. I do feel strongly like you may have already met this person over the last month, certainly in the month of January. All right, guys, maybe even end of December through January. Let me pull for you spirits of darkness and light. See what energies may be, helping or, coming in a way, maybe putting some difficulty there. What falls out? Spirit of the gargoyle. Interesting. And then spirit of the fae, mischief, play, and fantasy. So interesting. When that spirit of the fae came out, I literally thought of a situation out there for someone where like something broke, right? Something broke in your apartment or your house or where you live at. And it's like it broke because somebody's mischief, right? Maybe the kids, or maybe a friend or maybe a neighbor, or maybe somebody just, pulling a prank, one of your friends, just being, you know how that is. We all have one of those. So there's mischief, play, fantasy, prank, spirit of the fae. It's not anything hard or serious or major, but it's something that's like a prank, I feel like, right? This is the scenario I'm seeing. And then as a result of trying to fix whatever was broken or turned upside down, you run into this person, right? And this person is the one who comes along and somehow helps you out of your predicament, right? Whether it's they come in person or maybe you're calling somebody and they're on a helpline. And then we have spirit of the gargoyle, intimidation, guardian, and protection, right? So there's also a feeling here that, again, because this is like an individual I think you don't know, right? Or an individual that's new in your life. So there is a hesitancy here. So someone out there is resonating with this reading. There's a hesitancy to get involved, with strangers, which I completely understand in this day and age or any day and age. So there's a feeling of intimidation, being a little bit guarded, wanting to protect yourself. And that's good. That's not something I think in this scenario I would say is a bad thing, right? Intimidation can be bad, but I think in this scenario, there is maybe a little bit feeling of intimidation. It may be something about how you met this person. You may not feel like is is conventional, right? And so I think you pay attention to that, right? We all want to be safe and protected and make sure that we're not giving our energy or time out to people we shouldn't, right? So I think you want to pay attention to that. But there is some mischief in your life that plays a part in the meeting with this person. So pulling out the zodiac runes to see what actual possible zodiac energy is associated with this person. I have Capricorn. And that makes sense because we have so much earth here. So somebody out there, some of you are resonating with this are absolutely dealing with Capricorn. Some of you, Aquarius is factoring in. Again, that could be Aquarius season where we're at right now, associated with air. Could be that your person has strong Aquarius energy. And then the last one, another earth sign, shocker. So Virgo, right? I love that. And that makes, again, so much sense because all of this Pentacles energy, we have an earth sign or earth element, animal spirit, two earth signs. We have Aquarius with air, right? The Magician is associated with Mercury, right? Mercury is naturally associated with air energy, right? Communication. So more air, a lot of air and earth here, a lot of conversations, a lot of back and forth. Again, you may have ran into this person a couple of times in the past month. And it may not have elevated to a point of lover, but it's, this is your next lover, right? And if you resonate with this, something's going to happen soon that's really going to pick this up. And as I say, definitely could be this season, or it could be a warm build all the way up through this year. And this may be a long-term lover that finally really cements in your life next Capricorn season. All right, guys, thank you. This was the second pile. Now we're going to move on to the third pile. All right, everyone, welcome to the third pile. We're going to start off with the animal spirit for the individual, a zebra. Wow, an artist. Right away, an artist. Lovers. Wow, and the hanged man, even an acrobat, I would say. I mean, honestly, somebody who does some wild things. I love it. How are you going to meet them? Through receptivity? And Five of Wands, right? So competition and the timing when. We have water energy, Aquarius, and friendship. Another card was in that pile. You got a bonus card. So Cancer. There's the water, and there's the Cancer. Let's pull that down a little bit. There we go. So interesting. I didn't realize that this pile got a third card, but we take the cards as they come to us, So this is the timing. Moon in Cancer. All right. So let's get right into it, folks. Excuse me. Who is this person? Well, Zebra energy is somebody who is quirky and unique and highly creative. It is a fire animal spirit. So this person could have a lot of fire in their chart. Absolutely, this person is a maverick, right? I would say they're probably an artist, but they could be in things in finance or business or something like that. But they bring artistry to whatever they do. This is going to be somebody who dresses very different than everybody you're used to. They look very different. They may be someone who wears a lot of jewelry or makeup even. Male, female, doesn't matter. The readings don't ever care about that. It's just the way they adorn themselves. This is going to be somebody who really likes to use a lot of colors, very expressive, and they just have they're so different on so many levels. They may talk very different than everybody else around you. They're just their patois, their grammar, the way they convey their words may be slightly different or, just in a very unique way. So you're dealing with somebody who communicates in a very unique way, yet you love being around them. Everybody loves being around this person. They're very captivating. Lovers energy and hanged man. Again, lovers is associated with a great amount of balance. Lovers is also the card for Gemini. So some of you may be dealing with Gemini. Okay. Lovers energy, major arcana. This is somebody who is wanting a connection, right? They want a connection. Hanged Man, again, is there. This is someone who's really sees the world in a completely different way. I'm going to say this individual is going to be somebody who really blows you away with their outlook on life, with the way they see the world and the way they, excuse me, the way they see their place in it. This person is going to be someone who's extremely proud, right? Not prideful, but proud. They carry themselves with a lot of self-respect. They may be a bit older, right? They definitely have some experience, right? This is not someone who without experiences. Their experience is going to drip off of them in every area of their in every area, right? They're very good at their job, very good at everything that they do. Now, how are you going to meet this person? Receptivity and Five of Wands. So there's some kind of argument or competition, right? There's something that happens here. Saturn and Leo energy. Something, the Five of Wands energy, it almost feels like it'll be through a disagreement, right? You may have a disagreement with someone or with your friend circle, or there may be some kind of tension that somehow brings this individual into you or into your view. And receptivity, they're going to come into you by you being receptive to them, right? When you come across this person, this is the type of person that people either love or they hate. And if you hate this type of individual, this kind of energy, it's going to say more about you than it does them. This is the type of person that really brings out the best in people, but can also be intimidating to people because they're so comfortable with who they are. So receptivity is going to be very important to opening yourself up, especially at the time that you meet them, because at the time they come into your life, there is going to be a bunch of turmoil around you. There may have just been some bad blood or some bad energy or a couple of arguments between you and either friends around you or the people you work with, or, just the people that you surround yourself with. There's just going to be some tensions there that you're going through, that group, I would say, is either going through. And so emotions are going to be high, and knee-jerk reactions are going to be high. So remember to be receptive for this next love coming in, especially it came to this pick a card reading. If you're dialing in and you're resonating with this and this is what you're seeking, the information on your next lover, then receptivity is really, really big. So when is it going to happen? Again, I love this. Moon in Cancer. So I'm going to flash below the next transit time of Moon in Cancer. This may actually be a time when this starts to come out, or this connection starts to be made, or if the connection's already been made, when it begins to sort of come to fruition. It's friendship. Again, it starts off in friendship. So not only do we have timing, but we have a vibe of how this connection starts. And it's through, I want to say, either becoming friends with them first or through your friendship, your friend's circle. Again, receptivity, friendship, and the fact that there's some turmoil there, it really speaks to sort of a difficult social period, right? When they come into your life, and fixing it and making it better and healing it, and they're part of it, you're part of it, and all of it is part of the friendship, right? That then at some point elevates them to a lover. Water, Aquarius, Cancer. So for some of you, it could be Cancer season. Definitely for some of you, playing out in June, end of June, July may begin to sort of ramp up in June, and then really reach that level of, hey, what's going on here in July? Because again, June is also Gemini season. And some of you may be dealing with a Gemini. So it's something to do with perhaps their birthday event. A lot of times around birthdays with friends, it's either great celebration or there's arguments. So again, yeah, this is kind of the scenario, but the timing, yes, June, July for some of you. Again, the transit of Moon over in Cancer. Next time the moon will be in Cancer. And that's it. We also have Aquarius here. So for some of you, you may be dealing with somebody who is an Aquarius, or you may be coming into this person in this month, Aquarius season month, right? So again, timing. You're in Aquarius, the month of Aquarius. So Again, it could be over the next couple of weeks, right? So that this person comes in. So we have, for some of you, it's Cancer season, June, July. Some of you, it's Aquarius, and for some of you, the next transit in for the moon in Cancer. Again, I feel strongly Cancer season, June, July. It may begin now. You may bump into them now, but it comes to fruition then. Let's go ahead and pull out two more cards I'd like to add that I've added to all of the 3 readings. Spirits of darkness and light, to see what's helping or hindering. So we have Spirit of Gaia and Spirit of the Giraffe. Nice. So Mother Earth, family, creation. Again, it could be a family event that you go to where there's a lot of bickering in a family. Family events, always there's some bickering, right? And then Spirit of the Giraffe, perception, foresight, advantage. So again, these are some energies that are coming in that will be leading you to your next lover. Let's go ahead and get into the zodiac runes. So take that as it comes to you, right? Your next lover, who, how, when, who, when, and how, right? So Virgo energy, there's that earth energy. It's going to be one person out there, maybe dealing with somebody who's a Virgo. The next one is Leo. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. Interesting. Leo energy. Leo, I can see Leo resonating with that zebra energy. The zebra is a fire animal spirit. And Leos are really so unique and diverse, and they just love to be creative. And some of you are dealing with Pisces, and there is that water, right? So some of you, water energy, Pisces season also coming up in March. But I strongly believe that the person you're dealing with, for the most part, is going to be someone who has a lot of fire in their chart. They're certainly fiery. They're very sort of creative. Again, remember, it's going to come through this kind of tricky little period, right? Of there being some turmoil in your life, either with friends or with family. And that's how the two of you come together, funnily enough, through friendship. And I've spoken to you about the timing here. Could be this very month of February, or later for some of you, more around June and July. All right, guys, thank you so much. This was the third and final pile for to pick a card. Who is your next lover? Who, when, and how are you going to meet them? I really enjoyed doing this pick a card reading for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I hope to see you guys in your next tarot reading on my channel, bowandarrowtarot.net. Bye-bye now.